Hey guys, it is Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to learn how to play Whatever It Takes by Imagine Dragons. So this is going to be kind of the acoustic version that you can see them do a lot live. They have a live from the All Saints studio, whatever recording they did. So you're going to, a lot of times with the acoustic versions they do, especially with the little guitar intro there, it's just pretty much, it's different every time a little bit. When he starts getting into the chords, it's pretty similar. So I'm going to kind of go back and forth here. I'm going to kind of start with kind of like the acoustic version they did at the All Saints, you know, with that little intro there. And then I'm going to add some chords for the verse because he doesn't usually play any chords here in the verse, just so you can have something going on there. Then we're going to do what he actually does in the pre-chorus and the chorus sections. And then for the little solo section, he really does a little bit different live every time. It's just as kind of like a guitar layer. Sounds really cool in the album. So I'm going to kind of do the version that's on the album, the original recording, not the acoustic version. So anyway, you'll see it when I put it all together here. We are tuned down a half step. Just want to let you know that. So it's an E flat tuning every string down a half step. So if you don't know what those notes are, check out the description of the video and you'll see them laid out for you. So here we go. We're going to start here with how that recording starts. It kind of sounds like this. So it's kind of messing around with that figure a little bit. And you can hear on the album, he just kind of stays, kind of keeps doing the bend. So it's just the 12th fret on the B string. And you slowly bend it, bring it back down, and then start picking across these two strings, the 11th fret there on the G and the 10th fret on the B. That's what I'll be doing during the acoustic version. So and just kind of repeat that. Now when he's starting back over, he might actually keep holding that note on the G string. So when he has this second time around, just kind of went back into the 12th fret on the B, but kept that note on the G string going until he does the bend. All right, so if you guys want to do that, or you can just do it like the regular recording, which he just kind of keeps doing the bend. All right, now we have the verse section, which is made from made up of just 3 chords here. Now I'm going to call everything just like B minor. I know we're tuned down a half step, but it's going to make everything easier to kind of figure out and follow along with. So we're going to do a full bar at the 2nd fret. So we have, or at least across 5 strings. And then you're going to have the 3rd fret on the B string, 4th on the G, and 4th on the D. So strum from the 5th string across, and you have a B minor chord. Then we have an A major. You can just play it like this. Use 3 fingers, you don't have to do a bar. And that's just going to be the standard A major chord. And then an F sharp minor chord. Like I said, I don't really see him playing this live, so we're just going to give you something to do if all you have is just one guitar and not a bunch of keyboards and all that fun stuff. So that's just a full bar now at the 2nd fret with the 4th fret on the A and the D added. So you just go through there. And then we get to the pre-chorus, which he plays along like this on the acoustic version. All right, so we're going to start with that same B minor chord, hit twice, and then you're going to mute the strings, and you just kind of do some muted down-up strums. Kind of keep that momentum going because he's building to the chorus. And then we have that A major. So the same first two chords we did in the verse. Now you're going to move here. You're going to move up. You're going to have this low E string. With the low E string in there, the 7th fret on the A, 9th on the D, and 9th on the G. And then move that shape up 2 frets, so we have an F sharp power chord. All right, so it plays through that twice, and then we get to the chorus, which now we finally get to let everything open up a little bit. It sounds like this. All right, so let's just get through these chords very quick. It's just a G major to a D major, just basic open position chords, to that A major we did earlier, and then it ends with the B minor that we did earlier. So you do have to switch to a bar chord. So just if you're not good at bar chords, the open position strings, really it makes it, the chords, you just have the thumb up on the top of the fretboard. It makes those more comfortable to play. And what you want to focus on when you move into that bar chord is to move that thumb down to the middle of the neck, in the back of the neck. That allows you to grab this, because if you're up here, there's no way. So that makes it a lot easier. So just think about that shift coming from an open chord to a bar chord. It has a lot to do with the thumb. All right, so we have that. So it's down, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, 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 up. So those are the first two chords. Let me slow it down again. See how that second chord came in on an up strum. And then the next two chords have the same rhythm. All right, so just put that together. And repeat. All right, so the bridge section of the song that has a little guitar solo over it, it happens at the 2 minute and 8 second mark, and the chords under it are just for the verse. Just the 3 chords that we did for the verse section. So play those if you just want to play those instead of doing the little guitar solo, or if you can do the guitar solo and have somebody else play those chords. All right, so the guitar solo, this is really based off of the recorded version. Sounds like this. Kind of hanging on that note. So we're hitting most of the notes just 3 times. And just kind of going up across this B minor pentatonic scale. So let me just show you the notes real quick first before we do the picking. So 9th fret on the G, 7th fret on the G. So 9, 7 on the G, then 9, 7 on the D, and then over to the 9 on the A. And then we're going to make our way back up. So you're going to ascend now 7 to 9 on the D. So this. All right, so first we're going to pick each note 3 times. The first 4 notes. All right, so I'm just going down, up, down, up, down, up. So just starting with the downstroke and do straight alternate picking. Now here you'll see him does this, he kind of just messes around with it, kind of improvises a little bit, sticks with the melody, but he kind of does his own thing when he's doing it live. So listen to the album version. Now when we get down to the 9th fret on the A string, hit that twice, and then go just 7, 9, each one once on the way back up. So it is. All right, then you're going to start over picking just the first 3 notes of that little descending line we did, 3 notes each, but then move it over to the up to the 11th fret there on the G string. All right, so it's a little bit of kind of hit that like 6 times. Then you repeat exactly what we just did. All right, so the second time you get to this 11, you kind of hit it a few times, then move up to the 10th fret there on the B string, and then into the 12th fret, and he kind of hangs out there for the rest of the time. And then that takes you back to the chorus. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a great tune as soon as you put it all together. It does require some bar chords, and you got to detune your guitar down a half step, but hopefully you guys won't have too big of an issue with that, and you get the song down pretty quick. All right, I'll see you guys again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.